Hello everyone, welcome back to CNN World, where today we delve into the fascinating world of rare coin collecting and specifically focus on the intriguing and potentially valuable 1974 Australian 2-cent coin. If you're someone who's been holding on to old coins, you might just be in for a surprise, because this one in particular has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Some versions of this seemingly ordinary 2-cent piece have sold for astonishing amounts at auctions, with the highest recorded price reaching up to $47,000. But what makes this coin so special? Stick around as we explore its history, significance, and what factors make it one of the rarest and most coveted pieces for collectors. At first glance, the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin may seem like nothing out of the ordinary. It's small, copper, and features the famous frill-necked lizard on its reverse side, a design that was consistent across many 2-cent coins minted from 1966 to 1984. However, there are key aspects of this particular year's minting that have set it apart from the rest. The rarity of this coin in certain conditions, particularly in uncirculated or mint state grades, has elevated its value significantly. First, let's consider the historical context. Australia officially transitioned to a decimal currency system in 1966, marking the end of the pound and the beginning of the dollar and cent system. The Australian 2-cent coin, introduced that same year, became a standard part of the country's everyday transactions for many years. In 1974, the Royal Australian Mint continued producing the coin, with millions minted. However, over the decades, most of these coins have gone into circulation and have naturally experienced wear and tear. What collectors are looking for now are the coins that have survived in pristine condition, untouched by the passing of time. One of the key factors driving the value of the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is its condition. Coins graded as MS, mint state, by professional grading services command the highest prices. An MS coin is one that shows no signs of wear or damage, has maintained its original luster, and looks as if it were just minted yesterday. For a coin that's been around for nearly 50 years, finding one in such a condition is incredibly rare. This rarity is part of what drives the price up at auctions and in private sales. A coin graded as MS 67 or higher can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars, with the most pristine examples reaching the upper echelons of the market. Another factor contributing to the value of this coin is the potential for minting errors. Error coins are a favorite among collectors because they are unique and often have intriguing stories behind them. While the vast majority of 1974 2-cent coins were struck without issue, there are examples of coins with double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These errors can significantly increase the value of a coin because they are rarer than standard mintings. Imagine holding in your hands a coin that not only survived the passage of time in mint condition, but also has a unique feature that sets it apart from every other 2-cent coin minted in that year. It's no wonder that collectors are willing to pay high prices for such coins. Let's not forget about the intrinsic charm of the coin itself. The reverse side of the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin features a frilled neck lizard, a native Australian species that adds a touch of national pride to the design. This lizard, when threatened, unfurls the frills around its neck, a behavior that has made it an iconic and instantly recognizable symbol in Australian culture. The lizard's detailed depiction on the coin is a testament to the skill of the coin's designer, Stuart Devlin, who served as goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen. Devlin's design work is legendary, and his contribution to Australian coinage cannot be overstated. Collectors value his work not only for its aesthetic appeal, but also for the historical significance it carries. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if your 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is valuable? It all comes down to three key factors: condition, rarity, and demand. As mentioned earlier, the condition of the coin is perhaps the most important factor. Coins that have remained in near-perfect condition since their minting in 1974 are exceedingly rare, and this rarity drives up the price. The second factor, rarity, also plays a role. While millions of 2-cent coins were minted in 1974, most of them have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear. Finding one that hasn't been circulated or has been preserved in mint state is like finding a needle in a haystack. Finally, demand is crucial. There's a growing interest in Australian coinage among collectors, particularly for coins minted in the early years of Australia's decimal currency system. This demand has helped push prices higher, especially for coins like the 1974 2-cent piece, which are increasingly hard to find in good condition. The story of the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is also one of nostalgia. For many Australians, these coins were part of their daily lives for decades, and seeing one now can bring back fond memories of simpler times. But beyond the sentimental value, there's real money to be made if you happen to own one of these coins in exceptional condition. Some of the top auction houses in the world have seen record-breaking sales for 1974 2-cent coins, with prices reaching as high as $47,000. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. If you're curious about whether your coin might be valuable, The first step is to get it professionally graded. There are several reputable coin grading services that can evaluate your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Once you have a grade, you can compare your coin to recent auction sales to get an idea of its market value. And who knows? You might just have a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars sitting in your collection right now. As we wrap up this exploration of the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin, it's clear that this small, unassuming coin holds much more value than meets the eye. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who's stumbled upon an old jar of coins, the 1974 2-cent piece is worth paying attention to. With its historical significance, stunning design, and potential for high auction prices, it's a coin that continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. Before we go, let's take a moment to reflect on the larger significance of coin collecting as a hobby and investment. Coins like the 1974 Australian 2-cent piece aren't just valuable because they're rare. They're valuable because they connect us to the past. They're a tangible piece of history, a reminder of the people and events that shaped our world. And as more people discover the joys of coin collecting, the demand for rare and valuable coins will only continue to grow. So, whether you're holding onto a 1974 Australian 2-cent coin as part of a cherished collection, or you're thinking about selling it at auction, remember this: every coin tells a story. And in the case of this particular coin, it's a story worth up to $47,000. As you've now realized, the value of a coin is not just in its material composition, but in its history, design, and rarity. The 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is a prime example of how something so small and seemingly insignificant can carry such weight in the world of coin collecting. The intricate details of the frilled neck lizard design, paired with the coin's historical context and Australia's transition to decimal currency, create a narrative that collectors deeply appreciate. But what exactly are collectors looking for when they hunt down coins like the 1974 2-cent piece? To get a better understanding, we need to step into the world of coin collecting, or as it's known in the more technical sense, numismatics. This is more than just a hobby. It's a passion and, for some, a full-blown profession. The collectors who seek out these rare coins are not just doing so for the monetary gain. They are fascinated by the story behind each piece of currency, the craftsmanship involved, and the tangible connection to the past. In many cases, these collectors will spend years searching for a particular coin, scouring auctions, private sales, and sometimes even finding them in the least expected places. The 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is particularly attractive to collectors because of its scarcity and high grades. While millions were minted, the vast majority were used in circulation and thus have wear and tear that diminishes their value. The real challenge lies in finding those coins that have somehow avoided this wear. Whether stored in a drawer for decades or kept as part of a collection from the beginning, these pristine examples are what drive the market value. And once a rare, high-grade coin is found, it's often sent to professional grading services, where it undergoes an evaluation that can make or break its final price at auction. Professional grading is crucial because it establishes an industry-standard measure of a coin's condition, which then directly affects its marketability and value. Grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, examine the coin for any signs of wear, damage, and minting errors. They assess everything from the sharpness of the design to the luster of the coin's surface, assigning it a grade on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1, poor condition, to 70, perfect mint condition. For the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin, those that receive a grade of MS67 or higher are considered among the best of the best, and that's where we start to see the truly impressive auction prices. Now, let's talk about minting errors. Although the Royal Australian Mint is known for producing high-quality coins, even the most advanced mints are not immune to mistakes. For collectors, these mistakes, known as minting errors, can turn a standard coin into a rare and valuable find. In the case of the 1974 2-cent coin, some error coins have been found that feature double strikes, where the coin was struck twice by the minting press, resulting in a slightly blurred or doubled image. Other errors include off-center strikes or die cracks, where a flaw in the die, the tool used to stamp the coin, leaves a visible crack on the surface of the coin. These minting errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors because they add an additional layer of uniqueness to an already scarce coin. In some cases, minting errors can increase the value of a coin by several times. For example, a regular 1974 2-cent coin in near mint condition might sell for several $1,000s, but if that same coin has a visible error, it could easily fetch tens of thousands. Collectors love these errors because they are a tangible reminder that even in the precise world of coin minting, mistakes happen. And when those mistakes are rare and documented, they become even more valuable than the perfect coins. The frilled neck lizard design on the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is also part of what makes this coin so iconic. Stuart Devlin, the designer responsible for this and many other Australian coins, was known for his ability to capture the spirit of Australia's wildlife in a way that resonated with the public. The frilled neck lizard is a unique species found in northern Australia, known for the distinctive frill around its neck that it displays when threatened. Devlin's depiction of the lizard on the coin is both lifelike and artistic, making it a favorite among collectors not just for its value, but for its aesthetic appeal as well. This brings us to the broader topic of why collectors are willing to pay so much for coins like the 1974 2-cent piece. At its core, coin collecting is about more than just the monetary value of the coins themselves. It's about the stories they tell, the history they represent, and the craftsmanship that went into creating them. Each coin is a snapshot of the time in which it was minted, a reflection of the political, economic, and cultural circumstances of that era. For the 1974 2-cent coin, it represents a time in Australian history when the nation was still relatively new to decimal currency, yet already producing coins that would stand the test of time. In recent years, we've seen the prices of rare coins like the 1974 2-cent coin skyrocket at auctions around the world. This isn't just a fluke, it's part of a larger trend in the collectibles market, where investors are starting to see rare coins as a viable alternative to more traditional investments. While stocks, real estate, and other assets fluctuate with the market, rare coins have consistently shown strong returns over the years, especially those with historical significance and rarity. This has led to an influx of new collectors and investors entering the market, driving up demand and prices for the most sought-after coins. But it's not just investors who are interested in coins like the 1974 2-cent piece. For many people, coin collecting is a deeply personal hobby, one that often starts in childhood and continues for a lifetime. The thrill of discovering a rare coin, the joy of adding it to a collection, and the satisfaction of knowing its history are all part of what makes coin collecting so special. And for those lucky enough to stumble upon a rare coin like the 1974 Australian 2-cent piece, it can be a life-changing experience. As we draw closer to the end of this video, it's worth mentioning a few notable auction sales of the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin. One of the highest prices ever paid for this coin was $47,000, achieved at a prominent international auction house. This particular coin was in mint condition, with a grade of MS67, and featured a small minting error that made it even more desirable to collectors. Another example, sold in slightly lower condition, fetched $35,000, proving that even coins with minor imperfections can still command impressive prices if they're rare enough. What these auction results tell us is that the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is more than just a piece of copper. It's a valuable artifact that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Whether you're looking to sell one at auction or add it to your own collection, the potential for profit is undeniable. But more than that, owning a coin like this is about owning a piece of history, a tangible link to the past that can be passed down through generations. So, as we conclude, if you're one of the fortunate individuals who happen to possess a 1974 Australian 2-cent coin in pristine condition, you're holding on to something that could very well be worth up to $47,000. It's a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are the ones we least expect. Now, as we come to the end of this deep dive into the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin, I hope you've gained a new appreciation for how something so small can hold such incredible value. It's amazing to think that a simple coin you may have overlooked in your collection could be worth as much as $47,000 at auction. Remember, it's not just the face value of a coin that matters, it's the history, the rarity, the condition, and sometimes, even the imperfections that make it special. So, before you go digging through your coin jars or collections, take a moment to consider what you might already have. You could be sitting on a rare piece of history that could change your life. And if you're interested in finding out more about coin collecting, rare coins, or the incredible stories behind some of the world's most valuable coins, be sure to subscribe to CNN World. Leave your comments below. Share your own coin stories, or maybe even connect with other collectors who are looking for that special piece to complete their collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes it's the little things that are worth the most.